Greetings and salutations from central Louisiana, just a few miles west of Dry Prong. And I'm getting to look a little bit more like the wild man from Borneo again, but it's time for a haircut, I reckon, if I can manage to get through all the little paranoid steps and everything to get there. But today I'm going to discuss extracting or removing the throwout bearing and the pilot bearing. The pilot bearing right here, as I've seen it, they said this is supposed to just pop right out. Well, pop right out means I can put a finger in here and back it out, but that ain't happening. I know all you mechanics out there, you have got special tools for doing this, but I don't. So what I'm going to try to do is get a piece of flat steel across here and put a hole through it, and then put a carriage bolt back here and hang a lip on it and see if I can't work my way around and ease this back out. We shall see. My idea was to use a carriage bolt to reach back in the hole where the pilot bearing is, to get a hold of it to pull it out. I had to modify this one a little bit. It's a 1/2 inch carriage bolt, but it's just a little too big on the diameter to go in, so my woodworking tools come in handy. My belt sander allowed me to reduce the height. It does hook. Now all I got to do is get that flat plate over here and another screw and see if I can start to drift that out. Have y'all ever seen a more Rube Goldberg setup as this? Actually, I think it's beginning to work. I don't know if I can hold the camera and the wrenches and do everything at the same time. I'm using a set of needle nose vice grips to hold the main shaft there where it won't spin on me. Helps if I put the camera where I'm talking, wouldn't it? But it appears to be working. Can I do it one-handed? I don't know. I can make it spin one-handed. Can I find a spot on the other side of these vice grips to rest against? Probably. Let's try it this way. I know y'all want to see it when this bearing comes completely out. It looks like it's moving now. So look at that. This is called Rube Goldberg Succeeds, or white trash engineering. If I quit dropping off the nut and hitting my thumb, it might be even more exciting. There it came. There it is, folks. And again, another success story for white trash engineering. Y'all can get upset with me for calling it that, but hey guys, I don't claim to be a mechanic, nor do I claim to be a super duper knowledgeable soul, but this is it. There's the bearing. It probably could be reused. But you know, while I'm in there, and since this is most likely an original 1943 bearing, I might as well go ahead and replace it with a new bearing, so at least during my lifetime it should be fine. But now on we go to the throwout bearing. Alright, first try at removing the throwout bearing. Let's see what it's going to do. If I can get back behind it. I'm sure there's something I'm missing here at this point, but we will find it. Clutch pedal enjoys banging. Huh. Probably wouldn't hurt if I disconnected the clutch pedal, would it? Just wondering here, I think I may need to take out that whole bracket right there, cut it loose, turn it loose here and here and get it out, and then pull the whole assembly out. May have to press it out on a hydraulic press, or at least a mallet out here in the vise. Not sure, but we're still studying. Well, I just kind of of wiggled it a little bit on the clutch shaft and it came on out to this point, so I reckon it'll slide on off. Well, I was able to move the forks far enough forward that it just dropped out of the fork, so there's the entire throwout bearing assembly. I've dropped it in this diesel, see if I can't clean it up a little bit before trying to work with it anymore, but there's the old throwout bearing. It had all the play in it, and I'll have to get it off. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but it's going to have to come off before I can put a new one on. Let me see about cleaning some more stuff up. Thinkable using a screwdriver to widen up this little slot in here by tapping it around. I can't do it off, it's going to ground up against this, but I can tap it out enough I may be able to put a spacer in there and push it on off. Anyway, it's going to be a screwdriver and hammer and see if I can't lever it off. Okay, I tapped it, went all the way around. I don't know if you can look in there, you can see I've got a gap in there. I managed to push it back that far. I'm going to flip it over in the vise and see if I can't tap it out from the top side. And if I do, don't be surprised if things go flipping and falling everywhere and set you down. Slowly but surely, a little tap at a time. Oh, my toes! Oh! Told you it was going to fall out when it came, and it did. Here it is. It fell right on out after I managed to loosen it up just a little bit. A little more cleaning, and I'll be ready to put the other throwout bearing on it and reassemble everything. But right now it's beginning to get sweltery here in central Louisiana, and I doubt it's going to get finished today. Look at here, it's interesting. I got a little bit of wear here where this throwout bearing was seated. I don't know if it had at one time ever been replaced, and one had seized before it and caused a little bit of damage, but it does have some, not a horrendous amount. Should not affect the performance here of this, but it's there. So here we are. It's off, waiting on the new throwout bearing.